Hi. So I'm back in England and I just feel so much better traveling. It's been an amazing week as far as like insights and realizations go. And last night I had a really cool insight as far as, so one of the evenings at the dinner table, there was a lot of political discussions going on. And I don't tend to engage in political conversation. And there were certain things being said, and it basically came down to like, vibing love and how important love is in a world full of fear. And first of all, somebody was like, oh, you're young. And, at 33, And I also felt like that was a bit ageist. Like, I'm at a point in my life where I don't really judge people or assess people on their age, race, class, or background, Like, having an open conversation is about, like, allowing people to be and speak who they are and not kind of putting it down to an aspect of themselves. But that's okay. And, okay, so the amazing insights I was having last night was about peace on earth and creating new systems, creating new aspects for the people of this earth in reality. And oh yeah, somebody said, they were like, to really create change, you have to rise to the top. You have to be recognized. Basically you have to be a president or you have to be an internationally known person. And I sat with that and driving home, and suddenly it came to me of like, no, that's an illusion. That's almost like what this system, what the media wants you to think, that you can't affect change unless everybody knows who you are. And instead what I thought is, no, it's actually the opposite. Movements happen from the ground up. Movements are grassroots typically. And so what I was vibing and feeling was that my heart's desire is really about creating conscious living, community, sustainable, renewable living that's super harmonious, super happy, super fun, and super abundant. So everybody's supported, everyone supports one another, all of the income is sort of divvied up among the people running and working this cooperative, I guess, or this community. I really don't want to, I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but it is a kind of that essence of cooperative community living. But showing that, A, we can make change, and B, there is a better way to live. And, if shit really does hit the fan in a system of fear, like, how are we going to feed and how are we going to sustain one another through these changes, right? And so obviously community living that's growing their own food and finding their own clean water and supporting themselves in that way energetically through advanced technological and environmental sustainability, housing, and systems, then you're able to branch out and support a wider community. And also, to me, really at the heart of these communities is very much a unique and intuitive spiritual practice and healing practices that help support one another in our own evolution of consciousness. So then, okay, so I know these communities are being set up around the world. So then what happened, I realized, like, okay, so through technology, social media, all that kind of stuff, and through things like A-Fest, you then connect the web. So you have these grassroots, sort of underground, off-grid communities that start connecting around the world, and then they branch out and they send people out to also set up more communities. Now, this is non-sectarian. This is not about religion or anything like that. This is about sharing aspects of meditation so that we can continue to discipline our minds to create this mastermind of unity consciousness and find the most effective, clean ways of providing communities with organic food and clean water, and also a mindful education system that supports and hones in on the unique individual's talents and skills and gifts and abilities so that we're supporting and basically redefining our world's value system. Because that's the biggest thing to me that really needs to shift, is that we need to redefine our values from wanting material stuff to actually wanting to be happy and wanting to support humanity and support this planet. So there are practical things we can do, but yeah, getting organized is part of it. So to me, my next point of guidance is actually reaching out and starting to have meetings with the people I have in mind for this community, and then we pretend as if we have land, and we pretend as if we're getting organized to start building the center and to start building the dwellings, to start building the homes that are going to be the people that are going to be living and kind of managing the site. And then, yeah, you connect the web, so then you start connecting to the other conscious movement communities around the world, and that grows and grows and grows, because the more chaotic the fear system becomes, the more destabilized the fear system becomes, obviously people are going to keep looking, people are going to start turning more and more, the masses are going to start turning to find healing centers that are inclusive, that are tiered, that say, you know, like, depending on how much money you have, you can bring your family in camp and live in teepees, or live in glamps, or live in tents, or you can maybe with dormitories, or maybe there's eco solar cabins. There's like different tiered living accommodation for those people who are just coming for a break, who may be coming to learn about permaculture. And then there's people who maybe come and go that do karma yoga, you know, they come and stay for a month at a time. But this is really almost like what the earth is asking for, and what, for me, my higher guidance and imagination is showing me that this is meant to come through and meant to happen. And then on the other side is just the Good Vibes Co. and the juice and smoothies, and kind of spreading joy and love and good vibration, but also re-educating people just through, you know, communicating why it's important for mind, body, spirit to be eating and drinking in a way that serves our beingness, because we know more and more really that just eating processed food and going into Tesco's on this conveyor belt is not serving us at all. It's not good for us. So OMG. So that was a positive insight, because I've got some sort of feedback from some videos that have made me ponder things, and I had a really interesting week, which I might go into more, but I'll also upload all the videos I did. And by the end of the week I was really low vibes. It was really like heady, and I still have a bit of it now, and I felt like this really big energy clearing, as far as like, I don't care about being rich, I don't care about like having lots of stuff. My purest passion is like paving the way to actually create peace on earth and heaven on earth, you know. And in my heart I totally feel that, I totally believe in it. But at this stage I think we need practicalities. We need like grassroots, like how do you just live sustainably, how do you live peacefully even in a small community. And at this stage we live in an economic system. I want to live in a community where all of us are making a good salary and all of us are able to take holidays. You know, I don't think that only the CEOs of a company get to take holidays 5 times a year. You know, I think the whole should be able to live in a way. If I want to take holidays, and if I want to live well and go on retreats myself, and if I want to travel and I want to do that stuff, I want to kind of assume that other people would like that lifestyle too. So why should I be hoarding millions in the bank while like people who work at my center or whatever have to work 50 weeks a year, 40 hours a week for barely no money, and get to take a 2-week holiday once a year? I don't think that's fair. Just straight up, that's how I feel. So anyway, I have to go home and sleep because I have another session, and I want to really clear this out. So peace out everybody, and I will probably see you soon. Take care, bye. All to love. All to love.